YY Inspires. This is Parshas Yisro. This is our 20th class. Can't believe it's been 20 classes already this year. And we're in a very inspirational time of Shovim Tata, these special weeks. And we're at a time called Parshas Yisro, which is the special Parsha where you see the whole credibility of the Torah is founded in this world, where the Torah is given to the Jewish people, Parshas Yisro. And it was specifically someone who came from afar. Yisro, he was the priest of all the different religions in the world, and the Avodah Zarah, all the different other foreign worships. He was like the head of that whole experience. And he became, in this week's Parsha, a messenger to Moshe and his father-in-law. And part of the whole Jewish people begins with this person from far away, so that someone like me now, in this generation, can come and say over these deep ideas on a video and be inspired with Emunah because of the merit of people like Yisro. Yisro has a secret in it. It's also got the same letters as Ruth. Ruth was also a special convert. And we see this idea of Moshe Rabbeinu, his son-in-law, our teacher, one who brought the Torah from this week's Parsha to the Jewish people. He was the messenger chosen to go up Har Sinai, the mountain of Sinai. And this is a very special connection between these personalities, this idea of Moshe Rabbeinu, Anav Ma'od B'Kol Adam. And he was so shofar, he was so humble in a true way, not like false humility, in a real conscious way that we can't even understand. It was the most, as the Torah itself says, the most humble person of all history. And that was the key to being the prophet and to being the person that would bring down the real prophets, bring down the real spirituality. And this is the idea that Mount Sinai was the mountain that was chosen. Moshe Kibbutz Torah Sinai, it says in the Mishnah, that he took the Torah from Sinai. So the whole foundation of Emunah is to have Emunah that the Torah is true. But the key is, which I saw and heard from Rav Sodek, is it's not just about having Emunah in the Torah, it's about finding your own Torah, your own chelik of Torah inside you. You have to find, and that's the key with Emunah. It has to be Emunah in you, Emunah and B'tochen in you, that you have a godly spark and you have the Torah inside of you. And that's each one of you listening. You have the Torah in you, not me, in you. And we are here together to share that experience, because the Torah can't be complete without all the Jewish people together. Yisrael is the first letters of Yeshish Mibius Osis the Torah. There's 600,000 Osis the Torah from the Zohar Kodesh. We know this, and it's also Yeshishur. There's other Rosh Tevis. The idea that Yisrael, the whole 600,000 letters of the Torah, is a revelation of all the 600,000 souls that stood at Har Sinai, like the Chabad guy. I was walking down the street in Edgware, in Golders Green, and these kind of places, and I was just walking on. My guy comes up to me, the Chabad guy, we've got to love Chabad, comes up to me and says, I know you from somewhere. And I say, no, I don't know, I got my earring, my funny hair. No, you don't know me, I don't know you. So he says, no, we're old friends. We stood next to each other in a very important time. I was like, really? He said, yeah, we stood next to each other at Har Sinai. I was like, okay, it's a good joke. But the point is, it went inside the real truth that we really do know each other, all of us, especially the Jewish people and all the converts and all the world has an opportunity to be part of this, because everyone has their chelik in the Torah, either the Chochmah Goyim Timing. We believe that the world has its wisdom, and that's why in other classes we've talked about famous, non-Jewish inspirational people. But we also have to remember that the Jewish people have opportunity in this week's Parsha of the Kanfei Neshama to really come together in the Holy Land and to be a light unto the nations, which is what hopefully we'll be doing. Ner mitzvah Torah or. And this is what gets me to the last most important point, which it comes straight after this week's Parsha. We just went through the Kriyas Yam Suf, the sea split, and the Jewish people were saved and singing, went out Mitzrayim, it's end of Pesach, Shisha Pesach, the Mashiach, the Kedei, everything's worked out. Az Yoshev Moshe V'nei Yisrael, all singing. We're going to sing the song, Mashiach's coming, and we're waiting for this song. Mashiach is the God, Rishon V'Achitz V'Reishis, and this idea is unbelievable concept, but basically we're in such a high, and then comes a low. And that's what you have to realize in life. There's going to be days of light, of of inspiration. It's going to be days of darkness. So we have to realize that we came out and then suddenly Amalek comes to try to fight with us. And this is all the doubts. And this happens to us. Every time we get inspired, comes Amalek, Gematria Suffolk, all the doubts. I was just watching recently Lord Chief Rabbi, or the old Chief Rabbi from London, Rabbi Sachs. He was debating with Richard Dawkins. I mean, I don't read anything that guy writes, but I do read what Lord Rabbi Sachs says and writes. And he just, in my opinion, just showed the truth and revealed the truth. And it was very inspirational to see how he was able to be so clear. Another great speaker that really, which is what I want to get to, is Rabbi YY Jacobson. And I really recommend listening to his stuff more than, I just was crying at what he was saying about this this chaplain meeting from all the US Army chaplains. And he came and he spoke, and it was like he should be the president, not these other people. And if they are going to be president, these other people, they should listen to him before they become president, because he'll give some clarity what it means about, all the good that America's done and really what it stands for, and for the Jewish people specifically, but also as a way to inspire others and to really be a leader. Anyway, so this YY Jacobson said something really important, that we're all feeling a bit cold and it's a bit dark in the world. It's like these crazy things going on. Our mother, she was holding in a knife from the Arab who stabbed her, and Otzniel, and she had a nishmas, and she held it in with all her strength. That's what I heard from a rabbi, and she wouldn't let it go so that her children could go while she was holding it in, and that saved all the children's lives, even though probably it was killing her, and unbelievable pain. But this is the power, that even though there's so much darkness, there always has to be light. There always has to be a way to draw out that light. And that's what this Rabbi YY Jacobson saying, Ner mitzvah Torah or, the mitzvahs are ner. They warm us. So fire warms us up, and the mitzvahs and the Torah is light. And that's really the key to the cold and the darkness. That was a famous Ma'aseh he brought down from the Riats, from the Frierdiker Rebbe, the Rabbi Rebbe's father-in-law. And this idea is we can warm up this world. We can turn specifically the darkness and light. That's what we're here for. We're here for all these doubts to attack us, like Amalek came after such a high, and they came with doubts to attack the Jewish people. And even at Har Sinai, we see, we got the Torah, but then there was tests after that. So this is part of the key to understand. We're meant to make mistakes. We're meant to have that humility to accept that we make mistakes. That's Moshe Rabbeinu. He was able to write in his own Torah that he gave. I mean, it was from Hashem, but he was able to be the messenger that he himself testifies he made a mistake with the Mei Meriva. Not we understand it, but same with David HaMelech. The whole Sefer Tehillim is a book about his tshuva, his return, his ability to face himself and be honest. And that humility, that is the Jewish people, that's the spark of Mashiach, that's the key that Reb Joel is talking about. We've exploded this, and we're constantly talking to Hashem. And this is the thing that's going to warm us up. That's going to turn this coldness in this exile. We're feeling cold. There's going to this light and warmth is going to warm us up. And that's also going to, not only that, it's going to turn that darkness into light. And that's really what we're here for. We spoke about it Hanukkah, but we're now in Shvat. We're getting ready for Tu B'Shvat. We're getting ready for the festival of trees and the fruits. And this is very important that you all make a blessing on Sunday night, Monday day. And I happen to be going to a nice big birthday party for someone who are very close. He was the one to call me Eliezer the first time. He helped make my shidduch, this guy. I want to say his name. Maybe he doesn't want me to say his name, but I'll tell the good things he did. And it's amazing. We're going to go and have a meal together for his birthday party. Really, birthdays are not really, such a big thing spiritually in the Jewish world, but really they are, because it's an opportunity, especially on Tu B'Shvat, we get to bless Hashem, and the birthday person can thank Hashem for all the blessing he's had. We can bless each other together. And this idea that, we take the fruit, we take something that's so sweet, and like mitzvahs are compared to fruits, Peyosayim B'Olam Hazeh, V'kain Kemetz L'Mabah. We say this after Birkas Torah every day. Avinu Avu Rachem Amurachem Rachem Aleinu. Same B'Libeinu Bina Lahavi Nahaske Lishmo Limo Lilamid Lishmo Lasos Kaims Kol Divei Samatzech B'Ahava. We love Hashem with this Father. His mercy is teaching us, is helping us be who we have to be. Lishmo, and that's the week. This is the fifth one. We say in that tefillah, the fifth word is lishmo. It's the idea of hod. It's Hashem Baruchai. It's the awe of the Torah, the inner light. And as we spoke about already last week, but this is the warmth. It warms us up. We find this warmth, this connection, this relationship, this bonding, and that turns this pain and darkness into light. That's really the key we have to realize. We're in this world to have pain and darkness and cold kai. It's meant to get cold, and we warm it up. We warm Yid, and we dance, we jump together, we make the world happy, we make the world positive. And I believe in all of you can do it. You have your special own unique part of the Torah, your own letter that makes those 600,000 letters of the Torah kosher, and each one of you can join together, and each letter has thousands of other letters attached through the Unculus. Targum Unculus is the non-Jewish translation, and that's all the non-Jewish souls of the Torah, and that's the ability to bring everything together. That we go through the whole Torah every year, and we bring it all together. And this week's Parsha is the time of getting that gift, and the best thing to do is take some fruit. Thank Hashem for this fruit. Thank Hashem for this Torah. Thank Hashem. Say Todah Rabbah. I'm warm. I've got a nice warm clothes. The house is warm enough. I have shelter. I have a family. I have friends. I have a Torah. And with that, we'll be able to see it all come together. We'll see our life. We'll have Emunah, and we'll be happy, happy, happy.